there's other pots I think probably slightly, I wouldn't say easier. I think our group is a tough group. It's a tough group. Jamaica especially are a really strong team. They've done well in the past. And then, as I've said all along, the going through qualification to this is a separate thing. Going through the qualifiers at the World Cup and the previous Gold Cup, we know there's no easy games. There really isn't. People think you can just walk through these teams. They're not. And you have to beat your best in every game. But that aside, we are confident and we aim to get out the group and go as far as we can.
Nicaragua is an interesting opponent because it's always been a baseball country. It's not been a soccer country. They really kind of stepped up.
I think what you find with these games is the contrast in styles of play and types of players. You play against Jamaica and there's a certain style and there's a physicality and it's aggressive and you have to match that, and then you play against Nicaragua and it's different. So I think it's that's the uniqueness, I think, of this tournament. There's so many different styles of play, and you have to be prepared, and you have to be prepared to go against that.
Do you have a feel for what kind of roster you're going to have?
Yeah, I have somewhat of a feel. I think once we get this game out of the way next week against Mexico, I think and we've already started conversations. We just need to sit down and make sure that we put out the best possible teams we can for both the Nations League and the Gold Cup, whilst also respecting and taking into account individual situations of players and making sure we do the right things by the players, but also putting out our best teams.
Do you think we're going to have a blend of Europeans and domestic players on both teams?
I'd like to, yeah. It would be really nice if we can. I think that's the plan, to have a core group that goes all the way through, and for those guys it's tough. And it's like, I think I watched the video this morning with Kellen Acosta, and he was talking about how tough and demanding the tournament was. So, but they also love representing the national team. So we do want a core group of players, and those conversations have started, and we need to continue the conversations. And we just want to make sure we put our best two groups out for those two competitions.
Do you have a core pool of players, or is a core, you think, going forward?
It's not necessarily a core pool. It's more a core group that are able to go through both tournaments. And I think that helps us with consistency. It helps us, not turning up on day one of preparations for the Gold Cup with a completely new group. If we can be starting day one of Gold Cup with 6 or 7 players in there that we've just spent 2 weeks with, that's going to help us. We believe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how that works out. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Anybody else?
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Sure.